Good morning, everyone. Tom here, aka Nostra Thomas, live streaming from the Bahamas. I've used that one before, I know, and I don't know why I feel like I need to rhyme. It's kind of in my blood, I guess. Anyway, I did have to change the title already. The futures were down when I created the title. Futures were down when I created the video. Just a little bit of a clickbait in the video. You'll see why. It's not really clickbait, it's the truth. Ethereum is set to 100x, but that's not in price. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into the big Cardano NFT news that I've kind of hinted about the last couple days. Haven't had a chance to get into. We can talk about is Cardano. Andy in the house. How you doing, brother? You know, I'm glad you're here today. I was looking at your economy play. I like it a lot. I mean, I'm not buying it right now, but I really do like it a lot. Right now, I'm just more focused on a lot of the big fives: Polkadot, Ethereum, Bitcoin, etc. Ethereum is on the topic today. I do have $10,000 in Gemini that I'd sent over last week. I'm going to convert that to GUSD and then send that over to BlockFi to get my 8.6%, but I'm itching. I'm probably going to buy Ethereum with that instead. I'll update you guys later on. Oh, nice. Where are you vacationing at? What beach? California, the Bahamas? Where are you at? I'm live streaming from the... I'm kidding. I'm not live streaming from the Bahamas. Hope you're enjoying your vacation. Yeah, man. No, I like it a lot. Your play and then DMAC. What play was it? It was the ontology. Man, that one was really good too. His other play, Tradoc, looks very interesting too. There's definitely room for someone to really explode with travel, and that's what the Tradoc was. I'm not sure of all their angles, but I definitely like that one a lot. Anyway, the title originally started with futures down, and they were down. And actually, I'm not sure why they're up right now, but it is rip your face rally. Let's pull up Tastyworks. You got a melt your face off rally happening right now. Let's see if I can get a quick. Is it like who spoke? Who made, like, what news came out? Because these futures went from -50 to now they're up. Well, Nasdaq. I'm looking at the Nasdaq. It's up 190 now. I don't remember what the the S&P 500 were, but they're up 23 now. See if we can see any, like, here's no consumers pay blah. No, yeah, I don't see any. Like, I'm not sure what's going on, but something's causing these. Oh, nice, Florida. Be careful in Florida. A lot of bad things happen in Florida. Whenever you hear a crazy ass news story, it seems like it comes from Florida. All right, so yeah, the Nasdaq is, I don't know, like, it's up 190 right now. Remember when Tesla was below 600? Man, them were the good old days, because Tesla's now over 700. So if you were one of those people waiting for a dip in Tesla and you didn't buy it, then you must not have been waiting for a dip, because that it's off to the races now. And a lot of Tesla put spreads on that we're losing money, and we're gonna be able to get out of those with a nice little profit. Now, I didn't even talk about this. So earlier this week, I rarely ever do this, but I sold a January 2022 250 put in Tesla, and I got $1,500 credit for that. I'm like, come on, dude, I'll buy Tesla all day long at $250 if it goes down to that. I mean, I guess it's easier to say that. If Tesla's crashing down to $250, do you really have the cojones to buy it? I do. I love me some Tesla. I did put out a video at the end of the year where I think the 3 of the best plays are Tesla, Square, and Bitcoin trades of the decade. I do think Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies actually, I'm in the camp that it's a trade of our generation, a trade of our species. Our species, I mean, like, our entire human existence. I think that's how good of a trade it is. So I still love Square. I still love Square a lot, but I'm beginning to think PayPal is a better play. PayPal right now is making some moves. They are acquiring Curve, and they're already really a massive bank, a fintech company with over 300 million users, which makes Coinbase look small. Think about that. Now they're they're really breaking into the crypto game too. In fact, what's PayPal trading at? Because I wouldn't mind getting into some PayPal. market is open. It is still ripping. Is still ripping. So PayPal is up about $5, $247. And if all my, like if I were just trading stocks, man, I would definitely have huge exposure into PayPal. I would even consider in my IRA getting out of some Tesla. I can't believe I'm saying that, to buy some PayPal. And I think I think PayPal is an easy. What is their market cap? Before I get too crazy. Oh, do you guys want to know how to program a iSCSI switch? Probably not. Anyway, let's see what PayPal's market cap is before I get too ahead of myself here with the price prediction. But I feel like it's an easy 4x in the short term, especially like when they start adding more and more. There's going to be a lot of positive news coming out. Anyway, I'm kind of off the rails here. I got some stuff I want to get to. $290 billion market cap. I feel like this could be $1 trillion company. So that's a good 3x. 3x puts it at about $750 a share. What's their liquidity? Maybe I do something. PayPal. Oh, their liquidity is coming. I mean, they get a 3-star. I feel like it was lower than that. So they're moving up in the world. All right, I'm going to sell. See what we can get here. 325. The IV is only 49%. I don't, let's move it up all the way to at the money. 455. Let's see, what's the bid ask? A little wide. I'm going to give that time to see if it shrinks up a bit. Maybe we'll do something there. Anyway, let's hop on over real quick. Let's talk about the Ethereum news. I think it's pretty big news, to be honest. Ethereum set to 100x, not priced. That's a little bit clickbaity, I guess, in the title, but it really is 100x. You know what I'm saying? Now I just got to find the tab. I got too many tabs open. Please don't tell me I closed it. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We got some technical difficulties right now. All right, solution. Here we go. Ethereum set to 100x. So I quite often talk about how I like betting on, you know, the people. So I love betting on Elon Musk. That's why I'm huge into Tesla. I love betting on Jack Dorsey. That's why I love Square. I like a lot of what Square has going on. I see a very bright future for him. T-Mac in the house. Like, subscribe, bell button. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. No, man, I appreciate it. Just come in, hang out, hit the like button. You don't have to talk. Just come in, hang out. I don't want you chatting in the chat unless you're at a stop sign or something. Even then, just focus on the road. I greatly appreciate you entering. Yeah, I get it, man. 5 minutes for the market open. What are you going to do? You know, I'm thinking about creating a second channel where I just sit there and reaction videos to BitBoy whenever he live streams. I'm going to live stream at the same time and react to him. Maybe react to some Meet Kevin. I feel like that could just, you know, just sit there and cap. Like, I don't hate Meet Kevin. I don't hate BitBoy either, but I think that's part of Meet Kevin's charm. He does a lot of really good videos with a lot of good value. He's a little weird too, right? So I'm not saying I'm not, but he's a little out of his lane with this whole like trying to be a stock market. Anyway, I'm just gonna hush. I don't want to upset anyone if they're a diehard Meet Kevin fan. Anyway, so Vitalik is working, or actually he's discussing. So this article is a little bit confusing. So Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin believes the network is on the verge of scaling by a factor of 100. That's really big news, and it's part of the reason. Saint Gang in the house. How you doing? Good morning. Like, subscribe, bell button. Go, 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 go. All right, so it's actually really big news, and Ethereum is still kind of one of those ones that's still kind of hanging back, and I do think this one's set to explode. I'm not even sure if this news is priced in yet, because Ethereum still kind of just hanging back while Bitcoin's blasting off to back off to the moon. Bitcoin's now back over 56,000. The cryptos really started pumping yesterday, and everything was moving. I think even Ethereum was around 1870, getting back to 1900 again. And it's just weird, man. Then all of a sudden, there was just like this huge dip just across the board on most of the top cryptos. Dot's doing really good again. I was watching a video of someone last week, and they were talking about how Dot was one of the best investments on the board right now. It was really set. I can't remember who was it. BitBoy? No. Who? Oh, it was me. I kid. Anyway, let's get back to this Ethereum news. So yeah, so predicting the this is like, who writes this crap? Predicting the Optimism will release its layer 2 solution in the coming weeks. So like, unless you know Optimism, some other company working on layer 2 solutions, like, I mean, I don't know, I guess because it's capitalized, you're supposed to have a 500 IQ and know they're talking about some company. Like, explain what Optimism is. I had to Google it. Like, I don't know everything about crypto. I thought me, Kevin, was no, he is definitely a geeky nerd. No. Look, I'm not. So, again, I don't hate me, Kevin. He has a lot of great value content, but it just got, sometimes it's just like, anyway, the sticks and the tendies, like, you might love that, but it kind of annoys me. Anyway, I think I already Googled this, but Optimism is what's working on a layer 2 solution, some kind of caching. So they're the one working on this roll up that does a layer 2 solution that can support the very congested network until Vitalik can get their sharding out. So I think this is really big news if they can pull this off. Vitalik believes, Uniswap's coming out with their version 3 pretty soon. There's a lot of speculation in Uniswap that there's going to be an airdrop and that there's going to be a layer 2 solution. And all this stuff, if this really comes true and they're expecting this soon, it is going to be very, very big news for Ethereum, and Ethereum will really start blasting off. So I am looking to buy some more Ethereum. ONT is moving as well. Just added at 9. HODL. Yeah, the HODL model. Easy $4. Man, I wish you the best of luck with that, DMAC. I really do love that play, to be honest. But I'm right now, I'm more of a little, I'm conservative for crypto. The fact that like 80-90% of my net worth right now is in crypto, I'm definitely not a conservative person. I'm definitely riding my horse off into the wild, wild west without any loaded 6-shooters. What are the 6-shooters? But the bulk of my money is in Ethereum, Bitcoin, Polkadot, Cardano, and even some Binance. Binance is off to the races again. Binance has some really interesting news. I don't think it's in the US. It's just in the regular Binance. And it's kind of, so where you can stake your Binance and get really high interest rates, but it's very weird lockup period. So it's like 15-day, 30-day, 60-day, 90-day. So it's something to definitely look into if you're on Binance and you hold a lot of Binance. There's definitely some good interest rates you could take advantage of there and increase your Binance bag. The other thing I want to talk about is Cardano. And I'm pretty sure now I got to find those tabs. Why don't you be a little bit more prepared? All right. So there's 2 things going on with Cardano. One is the AMA that I talked about. I will add that to the description. So if you guys want to check that out, it was an AM day from a couple days ago. But a lot of really cool stuff was said in this AMA, including one thing, he was talking about why they're focusing on Africa. And I really didn't think about it from this angle, but because Africa is such an underdeveloped country currently, they're less boggled down by, systems that have been in place for decades and are kind of hamstringing the United States, and they're really poised for massive growth. And he goes on to explain that and a lot of other things. So I found that really interesting. This article that I'm going to pull up right now. Where did it go? So this is from, and there's a lot of what's said here that I can, there's some common sense to it if you can get past all these freaking ads. I had to turn off ad blocker. So Simon Peters from eToro says Cardano is becoming an investor of choice. A lot of people are looking at that. He's saying because Bitcoin's too expensive, Cardano is cheap, and that's part of the reason why it's going up. So this is coming from an exchange. And I do think that's a big, I do think that comes into play on why Cardano is getting some pump. A lot of crypto is live or die by the sentiment in the market, social media, etc. And I don't know if you guys are on Twitter or not, but Cardano is one of the more active things on Twitter. Yeah, Kusama, your mama. Yeah, Kusama's pumping too. I mean, everything Polkadot related is pumping. You can't go wrong with. I believe you, DMAC. I really do. That one's hard to buy, isn't it? Didn't I had to go to like BitMEX or something, man. So they're just sometimes I just don't have. I'm too lazy. I believe you. I wouldn't mind investing some in it. Again, I'm just being a little bit more. Like, I'm trying to retire right now. I can't YOLO too many more crazy small cap plays. But that's the news on Cardano. I do want to play this clip from. So the other big news is, I think Cardano is still one of the best plays on the board. It's holding up very well right now at $1.17. Let's play this clip real quick from our boy Chuck. And we're going to go find in the tab again. All right. And my heater's kicking on. Great. Sauna time. All right. Let me know if this needs to be turned up or anything.
I want to build NFTs on Cardano. Okay, so we have had several people who want to do NFTs reach out to us. There's some people internally in my organization that really want to do an NFT marketplace. And so what I'm going to try to do is play Bill Clinton, bring the people together. I feel your pain and bring them all together. So we'll see if we can bring the community members that want to do an NFT marketplace and have them partner with my internal resources and build an NFT marketplace rapidly. I'd like to get it done quickly and attach an external development firm to write a lot of code very quickly. And we'll initially do it as a NFT native multi-asset on Cardano, and then we'll take the centralized on-chain stuff and move as much as we can to centralized off-chain stuff and move as much as we can to an on-chain solution as soon as Plutus launches with Alonzo. So I'll have an update for you guys, probably not the next AMA but the AMA after, and certainly by the Cardano 360 episode at the end of the month.
So there we go. NFTs coming to Cardano is going to be pretty huge, and he's talking. I do know that ADA's kind of let us down a little bit. He also talked about this in the video because I think Ethiopia is supposed to be the big bird that was coming in February, but they got tied down by a bunch of red tape and etc. So that one's still on the horizon. I do think there is going to continue to be a lot of good news coming out of Cardano on a very frequent basis. I could see Cardano hitting above $2, possibly even $3 as we get into the end of March and April, depending on this. If they break out some NFT news, this thing will blast off. My Cardano bag's already too big, but I do want to buy some more Cardano. If Owen, I'm going to check that out. I will buy some. I support the community. I support you, DMAC. I will look into that and update. So anyway, that's the Cardano news. Let's hop back on over and let's wrap this up. Let's recap. So what is going on in the markets? The E-mini's still up. Futures are still up 32. The Nasdaq's up 150. It's pulling back a bit. It was up close to 200. Gonna get a little. The stock market's getting a lot like crypto lately. The way it's like whipping around, like whip it nay, right? Tesla's pushing over 700, having a great positive. I had a great day in the stock market yesterday, making back some of those massive losses I lost big losses last week. This Tesla play, let's see, that 250 leap put I sold is up about 20%. I'm gonna let that one run. We need that should, you know what? I don't even know that I'm going for more than 50% on that one. We're gonna get greedy. I'll deal with it later. All right, and then I had a 695 700 put spread that was getting my ass kicked last week. That one's about back to even. We're gonna go ahead and try and make some money on that one too. This one should come off the board. My 590 to 600 put spread should come off the board as a 50% winner soon. Riot. Oh yeah, Riot's making us some money. Riot and Mara looking really good. Mara's up 266. My covered call is now losing money, but that's fine, man. I'm not going to complain if Mara goes to $60 because I'm just capping my profits. Easy money. MicroStrategies, don't call it a comeback. It's up $32. I mean, look at me, guys. Even in the stock market, it just reeked crypto. Here we go. I got one play that's not crypto, Apple, and it's losing money. It is losing money. I need a monster move for this not to be a max loss on a put spread. It'll be a small loss. This account's doing really well because this is where I got my Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, and those are doing great today. Ethereum's starting to move. I need to stop talking and buy that Ethereum I talked about at the beginning of the stream. IRA again, Mara, MicroStrategies, Riot, Tesla, like 90% Bitcoin because Tesla's 10%, right? Yeah, you know what, DMAC? I do have a Telegram channel. It's I don't know if I have it in the title. We start getting some people now. I can start talking, but it's just Nostradamus. I'll check it out later today. Go ahead and add it. I'm new to the Telegram thing. I've only got so much bandwidth in the day, but I got time. If people start hopping into that Telegram channel, I'll start hanging out, start chit chatting. Yeah, so I agree. eToro, I don't know much about eToro. It was just one of those ones I checked out. I created an account. They got some cool stuff. I think it's really good. Possibly if you're over in Europe, it gives you the ability to trade both stocks and cryptos, I believe, which is a pretty good deal. And they have a follow, Covestor, whatever, where you can what's this? The dude I like on the stock market, I think he's from Ireland. The Popular Investor, I think he's on there. He'd probably be worth checking. I'm not saying trade on there. I don't know. I don't know how good it is for Europe. I know it didn't seem like a really good place to trade crypto in the United States, and I think they had a problem recently, right? Yeah, so I was looking at that. JP Morgan gonna make a crypto basket ETF. I wasn't aware of all the stocks in it. So that's a pretty cool crypto bucket, I guess. MicroStrategies is a little high on the percentage, right? Yeah, no, that's cool. I mean, JP Morgan's kind of lame AF, right? Like 1 second their crypto's crap, FUD from hell, and then the next second crypto's going to $1 trillion, and then Bitcoin gets too high, and then they gotta FUD it again, and then whatever. So like when it comes to traditional banks, so if I were to invest in a traditional bank, it would be over the others. It would be JP Morgan because they are a little bit more millennial-like thinking, a little bit more new age. I do believe they're going to be adding a lot when it comes to crypto, possibly even offering things like buying crypto. Like it's almost inevitable, right? That's pretty cool, and that is going to be. And as much as I'm kind of crapping on JP Morgan right now, I mean, that's going to be good for the crypto space because the more people that buy that ETF, the more that they have to back it with the actual crypto assets. And obviously, more liquidity coming to the markets. As I've said numerous times, I do think this is, I don't know necessarily a super cycle, but I don't think it's going to be your traditional. And I've been thinking about this a lot too. Everyone's coming out with these crazy price predictions. I think even a 10x in the crypto market. You got to think about right now we're sitting at what, close to 2 trillion. Where are we at? Let's think about this logically. So the crypto market cap right now is 1.7 trillion. So a 10x. If everything were just think about the top 10. Bitcoin 10x, 560,000. Ethereum 10x, 18,000. Finance 10x, 2,800. Polkadot 10x, $400. Cardano 10x. What is that? $11.18. We're talking about a $17 trillion market cap. Guys, that's a lot of money, right? So me, you know, to me, that's kind of like anti-FUD, right? It's the hype, it's the pump-a-minnels, as Ivan would say. So just because the last few cycles, and I'm not saying it can't happen, but just because the last few cycles, crypto really went parabolic there at the end and pumped a lot, the amount of money that's going to have to come in for it to pump like that, and it is possible if it is going to take a lot of institutional buying. I do think there's already a lot of institutional buying happening in Bitcoin. I think it's probably already happening in Ethereum some too. I do think that's going to come in more with the ETFs, like Gang just brought up. Institutions, and hedge funds specifically will start probably investing in that. Yeah, I'll do that for you, DMAC. No problem. Yes, DMAC, I have a Kraken account. Kraken support kind of sucks, but their platform's really good, and that's where my Polkadot is. You can get 12% on your Polkadot. I earn right now a little over 2 free Polkadot a week on it. A great place. Their fees are good. Their security is really, really good. Yeah, no. And then they have Kusama. You can buy flow over there, so it's kind of hard. It's one of the few places you can buy flow, and you can stake your flow on Kraken and earn money. NVIDIA, how is NVIDIA? I guess because they mine, and AMD because they mine. I don't even know what ICE and CME, those are exchanges. I don't know what OS. Silver? Is that SI? Is that silver? How does that, like, that's kind of anti-Bitcoin, isn't it? Maybe it's something else. And I got it. What's OSTK? I have no idea. Is that another miner? This freaking heater, man. I tell you, AI my ass. All right, let's, you know how it goes. Let's wrap this up. I really appreciate all the likes. Look at that. 6 concurrent viewers, 6 likes. I love you guys so much. And any gals, if there's any gals, if you're out there, if there's any gals that ever come in, come on, hang out with the boys, talk, chatter, let's go. Cardano ADA just holding up, holding the trend line. The moon, we're back up. We're about ready to get back over this trend line right here. Actually, one of the beautiful things about technical analysis, oh my, is you can just change the chart to make it work for you, right? I kid. All right, yeah, no, so that makes sense. A lot of data points right there. I think we're back off to the moon on Polkadot. Ethereum, man, still just kind of, I don't know if that news is out there yet, but I think this one is going to be the one that really explodes here pretty soon. Bitcoin holding over 56,000. We're back over this very, very decent long-term trend line that's not too crazy out of control. Ethereum, the past couple times, like, I don't know if this is going to continue. Is it going to blast off and then come back down? I added this Bitcoin log curves that I really do kind of like. It does seem to play out fairly well. You can see back here, and I'm sure these log curves are based off this 20K recent all-time high that it blasted through, and it did kind of come up. So it does kind of respect these. So we'll see if this does plays out. We are looking at the very short term as this continues to go up to be about 65,000. If it blasts up to the next one, we're looking at 77,000. If you're one of those people that love to trade a lot, hop in and out, it's not my style. I keep saying, like, even this Ethereum that I'm going to buy today, I'm just like, all right, I'm going to buy this Ethereum. I'm going to let it get up to about 2,500, and then I'm going to pull it out, right? And then I'm just going to lock it in right now as GUSD and get my interest. Problem is, man, once I buy the crypto, it's tough for me to sell. It's like I hold on. I really do hold on for dear life. So crypto continues to look really well. It won't take much of a pump for us to beat all-time highs today. We're at like 3 or 4% away. It is trending up. Is it going to happen today? Maybe. We'll have to see if any extra news comes out. Still feel like this Ethereum news just isn't being priced in yet, because I think it's really big news, to be honest. S Exchange Kraken Point Relative in the house. How you doing? You good to see. All right, I really am gonna wrap this up. Anyone need a gonna do some Wi-Fi stuff today. If anyone needs a Wi-Fi survey for their house, send me the blueprints from their house and I'll hook you up. And just let me know what kind of, I kid. A house, just put it in the center. You'll be fine. All right, so the markets do seem to be somewhat stabilizing around that. NASDAQ being up 170. We didn't look at gold. How's gold doing? So how are the metals? How are the precious metals? So the 10 years up a hair. The dollar's down a bit, just a quarter. Silver is down 5 cents. It had a pretty monster move yesterday. It was up around like 17, 19 cents, wasn't it? So I have to assume gold's down a bit. Yeah, let's see, that's natural gas. Gold, oh, gold's up. I mean, basically flat. It's up 50 cents. What's crude oil doing? Crude oil just continues to go to the moon. Like I don't know. Is it because we're going into the summer? Like, what is going on that 1 second crude oil is negative? Like, how do you even, like, it costs money to store oil at one point, which is, I mean, anyway, I'm not going to. So yeah, the markets are looking good. I think this is going to continue to be a green week. I do personally think this is going to be a very good week for crypto. I'm not sure what'll be on tap for tomorrow. Maybe just an average boring day. I love you guys. See you tomorrow. Peace.